Today I'm going to show you how to make this Snapchat scroll view in Swift. So to start, we're just going to do a single view application. And then I'm just going to name this Snap Scroller. And then we're going to be using Swift and storyboards. And so once we create this project, I'm going to unclick landscape right and left, and then also iPad because I just want it to be for the iPhone and portrait. And so now we're going to head over to the main storyboard, and we're just going to add a simple scroll view to our view controller. And so we just drag that right onto the view. And then we're going to drag it out to fill the whole screen. And then we're going to put some constraints on it so then it can fit all iPhones that the project is ran on. And so we're just going to zero everything out on the left, tops and bottoms and right. And then also I'm going to remove the bounce on scroll and zoom, enable paging, then also remove the scrolling indicators on the scroll view. And so now we have to connect our scroll view to our view controller. So to do this, I'm going to just press this little button up here that's new in Xcode 11. And then I'm just going to view recent storyboard and control drag into the view controller. And then I'm just going to name it main scroller view, or main scroll view. And now we can close out of that. And now we need to make our 3 views. So to do this, I'm just going to make 3 different folders. First folder is going to be called view 1, the second one is going to be called view 2, and then view 3. And so once we have these folders made, I'll go into view 1 and create a new file. And we're going to pick the Cocoa Touch, and then I'm going to name this first view controller, and then also create a XIB file. This is also called a nib file. And so we'll do that for the other 2. Alright, so once we have these all created, I'm going to just go into the nib files and then just change the background color so we can see the different views on the screen and we can tell which one is which. Make this one blue. I'm going to make this one red. And then the third view is going to be purple. And so now we go back into our view controller, and then we're going to set up our variables for our new nib classes. So to do this, we're going to do var first view colon first view controller equals first view controller, and then set the nib name, and it's the same as the name of the controller. And so you can just copy this over here, and then we don't have to bundle anything. And then we're just going to do this for the other 2 views. Alright, now that we have that done, we're going to go into the view data load and set up our first view. And our first view is the one that is blue, so we're going to do self.addChild first view, and then we're going to do self.mainScrollView.addSubview, and then first view.view, because we're going to be adding our view to the main scroll view. And now we're going to do first view did move, and then it's to parent self, and we're just telling our program that we're moving the first view to the parent. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other two views. Just set it and add child, and then add to this main scroll view, and then move it to the parent view. And you can just copy and paste these things, but I wanted to type it all out for you guys. And now that we did that, we're going to create the frames for the other two views. So this will be for the second and third frame or views. So we're going to set up the second frame. We're going to put var second frame, then colon cgrect equals second view dot frame. So we're just giving it the frame. And then next we're going to say second frame dot origin dot x equals self dot view dot frame dot width. And then we're going to put second view dot frame equals second frame. And now for the third frame, we're going to do it a little bit different than we did the second one. And so for the third one, we're going to say var third frame colon cgrect equals third view dot frame, or third view dot frame, and then third frame dot origin dot x equals 2 times self dot view dot frame dot width. And then lastly, we're going to put third view dot frame equals third width. So this is basically saying that we want it 2 over from our blue frame. And then the second one is going to be the second frame, so which is like the red screen. And then we want to set the red one as like our main one, so it's right in the middle. So we're going to do self.mainScrollView.content_size equals CG size. Then we're going to set the width to self.view.frame.width times 3, because we have 3 views inside of the main scroll view. And then the height is just going to be self.view.frame.height. And so if we just did this, it would just come up with blue, red, and then purple, but we want to set red to our main one that loads first, because we want to be able to have it so it can swipe left and swipe right instead of just swiping right and then going all the way back left. And so to do this, we're going to say self.mainScrollView so self.mainScrollView.contentOffset.x and then plus equals view.frame.width. And so we're basically saying we want the main scroll view to be offset by just the whole screen width. And so it will just like position itself one like screen over basically, so then we'll see the red view. So if we come up here, we'll see that we can swipe to the blue and swipe to the purple, and our red one is the main one that loads up first. And then I'll show you guys that if we like remove that last line of code, that it will basically just make it so then it shows up with the blue one first, then you swipe right to red, and then swipe to purple. So if we do that, it shows blue, then to red, then to purple. But Snapchat has it set up where you swipe left and you swipe right from the main like view, and so that's really how you do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably start getting into making like a camera or something for this type of scroll view and show you how to do like other things with it. But I hope you enjoyed.